Thanks, Dougie. Kilmarnock supporters heading home unhappy for the second week running, beaten by Ayr United in the Cup last weekend, and frustrated by Dundee here as they tried to keep in touch with Rangers at the top of the league. You'll have seen from those classified results that Rangers won at Aberdeen, and that means Kilmarnock have now slipped back 9 points behind in the title race, although they do have a game in hand. 0-0 it finished here. Kilmarnock had the best of the first half against Dundee. This one of their better chances. Durrant in the box alongside Holt and McCutcheon. MacPherson's pass, good turn by Gary Holt, and what a good effort that was! A good effort indeed, and a good save by Robert Douglas. An even better effort, and even closer to giving the lead to Kilmarnock, was an effort from young Gary McCutcheon, starting for the Kilmarnock top team for the first time, just 20 years old, brought in by Bobby Williamson this afternoon. Set up at the far post, he stumbled, he looked as if he'd lost the chance, but he did lift the ball over Robert Douglas, and a quite spectacular goal line clearance from Stephen Tweed denied him. There were other chances as well for Kilmarnock in that first half. They definitely had the edge, 0-0 at half-time. In the second half, Dundee found some opportunities. Darius Adamczyk got through the middle, saved by Marshall. A good effort from Gavin Strachan from 25 yards, starting for Dundee for the first time, palmed away by Gordon Marshall. What a good day it would have been for the Strachans had that gone in, with Coventry beating Liverpool in the English Premiership today. An effort from Hugh Robertson as well was palmed away by Marshall, in good form, protecting his position as the shutout king in the Scottish Premier League. So Dundee were dangerous in that second half, bouncing back from their cup loss to Morton last weekend, and of course a heavy hammering by Rangers during the week. It all ended up as a goalless draw, but don't think it was dull. There was plenty of excitement, plenty of chances, good goalkeeping at both ends, and as the scoreboard hopefully behind me is telling you, you can watch it tonight on Sports Scene Match of the Day. Kilmarnock 0, Dundee 0.
On Sports Scene tonight, goal line acrobatics from Dundee's Stephen Tweed needed to keep Kilmarnock out. Although judging by some of last week's Cup results, the mid-season break maybe wasn't quite as good an idea as the Premier clubs had thought. Today they had a chance to make amends. Highlights from Rugby Park and Tynecastle are coming up in the company of Gordon Smith and John Spencer, the man who discovered this week how nice it is to feel wanted. I was just wondering, Spenny, everything else is gone for you this week. The numbers tonight were 7, 19, 32, 37, 40 and 44. You didn't have the lottery up as well, did you?
Yeah, the downside is there's 2 other winners as well, so I'm a bit gutted.
Only 2. Well, make no mistake, the heavy cup defeat at great rivals Ayr United was a major blow to Kilmarnock's morale. Today, the team who have been so impressive in their pursuit of Rangers at the top of the table had the chance to get back in the rails. Struggling Dundee were the visitors to Rugby Park at the end of what has been a pretty miserable week for Jockey Scott's men as well. Killie had gone 5 home matches without conceding a goal before today and were confident of extending that run. Rob McLean is the commentator.
There are 2 changes to the Kilmarnock team. Ali Mitchell is injured. His midfield place goes to Alan Mahood. And 20-year-old Gary McCutcheon gets the nod up front, ahead of Paul Wright and Mark Roberts are on the bench. So it's McCutcheon and McCoist in attack. Mahood is in for his first start in nearly 3 months. And Ray Montgomery plays because his suspension after last week's sending off applies only to the Cup. This is Gary McCutcheon starting a top-team game for Kilmarnock for the first time. He was on loan to Stenhousemuir last season and scored 9 goals in 22 games. The Dundee side shows 3 changes from the one beaten 4-0 at home by Rangers on Wednesday night. Ian Anderson is injured, top scorer Eddie Anand has flu, and Gavin Ray drops down to the bench. Here's how the replacements slot in as Jockey Scott reverts to a back 3 formation. Robbie Rayside returns to the defence. Skipper Barry Smith is restored at right wing back. Willie Faulkner moves from midfield to attack. And Gavin Strachan, on loan from Dad Gordon at Coventry, starts his first match for Dundee after appearing as a sub against Rangers. He's 20 and a Scotland under-21 international. Referee in Kilmarnock Dundee is Eric Martindale. It's Dundee who get the match started. Disappointing recent run. They've lost 6 of their last 7 matches, including the cup tie last weekend against Morton, and that heavy defeat by the Premier leaders in midweek. But they are still 5 points as they start this match, ahead of bottom club Dunfermline. And survival is the name of the game for them this season. In possession, Hugh Robertson. Now Lee Madison. Early ball in. Good one too. Chance for James Grady. Kevin McGowne comes away with it for Kilmarnock. An immediate threat on the Kilmarnock goal. And that was down to a top quality ball played in here by Madison. It dropped in a difficult position for Montgomery to clear. He was under pressure from Faulkner and close for Grady. On the ball, Madison and Tweed. Now Rayside keeping cool under pressure. Good play from Robbie Rayside. The pass took a touch of Reilly. Onto it is a Damchuk. Overrun it, and that let Gordon Marshall in. Now Damchuk had the chance, set up by that driving play from Rayside, but it was Marshall's. Stephen Tweed. Gavin Strachan reacted there just in time. Knocked into the corner by Tweed, chased by Faulkner, and turned out of play by Montgomery. Faulkner's attempted cutback charge down, he got it back. Faulkner again on the right foot. That was half a chance for Willie Faulkner. A neat little 1-2 played here, but the shot lacked power. Jockey Scott won't be too unhappy with the start his team have made. Ian Durrant's flick for Alan Mahood. Gus MacPherson. Ali McCoist has made a run up ahead. Durrant in the box alongside Holt and McCutcheon. MacPherson's pass, good turn by Gary Holt, and what a good effort that was. Great shot from Holt, it was heading in, and tremendous shot stopping from Robert Douglas, a Scotland B international, and here you see why. Tremendous effort from Holt to get away from Irvine, turned him well, and athletic goalkeeping to deny Gary Holt. Reilly to Montgomery. He's overrun it, did well to win that 50-50 challenge, Montgomery. Now Baker, left by McCoist. McCutcheon to MacPherson. Gary Holt getting into the box. First time for McCutcheon, and another good stop by Robert Douglas, this time from Ali McCoist. Took that header very well. It was MacPherson, and then the early ball from McCutcheon, diving header from McCoist, well gathered by the goalkeeper. Beyond Holt, but McCoist was alive to the possibilities. McCutcheon again, strong on the ball, holding off Madison. Durrant's back heel. That's a good pass from McCutcheon, in went Mahood. And great goalkeeping from Douglas. Then he was caught by Mahood's boot, as he was quite entitled to go for this, Mahood. Well, that was a good pass from McCutcheon. He'll feel good about the way he started the match. Under the bouncing ball, Willie Faulkner. A header evading Hugh Robertson. It's Reilly. Ian Durrant, quick change of direction, spotting the McCutcheon run. A chance for Gary McCutcheon, he stumbled, and off the line from Stephen Tweed. What a spectacular rescue job that was from Tweed, when McCutcheon looked certain to open his Kilmarnock account. Top quality here, the pass from Durrant, slid in between Rayside and Smith. Looked as if the chance was gone for McCutcheon, then lifted it over Douglas, and how did Tweed get that away? Durrant from McCoist, back to Ian Durrant, and McCoist finds the ground in disgust. Great exchange between the former Rangers players, and McCoist here looked certain to score. Timed the run so well, but couldn't get contact. Strachan won the header. Ian Durrant seems to have taken a knock in the face. Gary McCutcheon. It's Ali McCoist. Well struck. Tugged it just wide. Kilmarnock getting stronger and stronger, creating chances, but still no goals. Gary McCutcheon, neat control of the ball, away from Rayside, can't escape the clutches of Robertson. Now Durrant, a little change of pace, that's in towards McCoist. A rustling of the net, but sadly for Ali McCoist, it's the side netting. Well found by Durrant, having gone out beyond the far post. And Robert Douglas had that near post covered. MacPherson looking for McCutcheon, headed away by Strachan. Adamchuk, and a free kick for the Mahood challenge. Kilmarnock supporters are not happy. So goalless at half-time. Kilmarnock have had the good chances, and it could have been a dream first start for Gary McCutcheon. He reckoned he'd scored in that first half. Frustrated, and the chances have gone astray for Kilmarnock. There have been one or two. This was Gary Holt early on. Lovely turn to get away from Irvine, and a superb stop by Robert Douglas to deny the man who's in the Northern Ireland B squad. This was McCutcheon's effort, lofted over Douglas, and a spectacular clearance off the line by Stephen Tweed. That denied the 20-year-old striker. Also denied was Ali McCoist. Played a neat 1-2 with Durrant, but couldn't get the touch he needed to put the ball beyond Douglas. So no goals to shout about for these Kilmarnock supporters in the first half. At Rugby Park, it's Kilmarnock 0, Dundee 0. Kilmarnock get the match restarted. Still deeply disappointed about the events of last weekend at Somerset Park. In from Gary Holt, gets it back. A sliced clearance from Irvine. And back in the arms of Robert Douglas. There's Kilmarnock still smarting from defeat by Ayr United, which knocked them out of the Tennant Scottish Cup last Saturday. But you have to put things in perspective, and Kilmarnock have lost only 3 of their last 18 matches. And Bobby Williamson's side went into this game just 7 points behind leaders Rangers in the Scottish Premier League with a game in hand. That's loose from Gordon Marshall. James Grady. So close, Grady, to punishing Marshall for the error here. But Marshall made up for his mistake by stretching out his fingertips. There was the bad clearance, but he did well to make the save, turning that round the post. Rayside, Strachan, Irvine. Grady, Smith, Adamchuk. Good build-up, can Adamchuk crown it with a goal? Saved by Marshall. Danger not over, although it is now for Kilmarnock. Mark Reilly comes away with it. Superb goalkeeping from Marshall. Adamchuk looked as if he was about to break the deadlock. And another demonstration as to why the goals against column from a Kilmarnock point of view is so impressive. They've lost just 12 in 21 games. This is their 22nd match. Adamchuk got beyond McGowne, stumbled, set himself for the shot. Good goalkeeping. Baker gets it back from McCutcheon. Away from Strachan. Alan Mahood. Ian Durrant. Possession given away. Madison to Faulkner. They'll do well to keep this in. MacPherson quick with the throw for Gary Holt. Very direct Gary Holt and McCoist. Well anticipated by Robert Douglas. Good handling as well. There was only one thought in Ali McCoist's mind as the ball was played to him from Holt. Tried to curl this in at the post. Smith to Grady. Only Willie Faulkner's in the box at the moment. Robertson getting there. Good exchange between Smith and Grady. Good challenge by Kevin McGowne. That took a lot of the power out of the Grady shot and meant it was a fairly easy save for Gordon Marshall. Important challenge here from McGowne. Good play from Reilly. Clever pass for Durrant. Martin Baker's got some room. Going at Barry Smith, getting the break of the ball. Still Baker. Still Baker. Looking for a penalty kick. And not given. Martin Baker looking skywards, and he's booked for this. So Eric Martindale's view of this incident is that Baker made a dive as Douglas came out. Well, there was contact, as we saw there. He certainly wasn't heading towards goal, Baker. But a dive is the decision of the referee. And Baker booked. Robertson's pass intercepted by Gary Holt. Real determination from the Kilmarnock midfielder. Now Adamchuk towards Willie Faulkner. Free kick given against him. Long ball from Gus MacPherson. A chase for Ali McCoist. 1 against 1. It's McCoist! What a save by Robert Douglas. And McCoist in quickly to offer his congratulations, but he must be disappointed that he didn't open the scoring, although he couldn't have done much more here. It was McCoist against Tweed. McCoist using his body so well to create the chance. And what a fine diving stop that was by Douglas. McGowne breaking off McCoist for Durrant. Foul by Robbie Rayside. The change of direction was too much for Rayside, and the yellow card shown to him. Booking for Robbie Rayside. Robert Douglas lining up the wall. All the dark blue shirts of Dundee are between Douglas and this free kick. Screams from Douglas. And maybe screams from the Kilmarnock supporters as well, as they failed to make too much of this set piece. Squared by Durrant from McGowne, but way off target. McCoist couldn't get that away in time before Irvin's challenge. Strachan over the top for Grady, no offside, and they got in the way of each other, did Grady and Faulkner, and the chance was gone. Meanwhile, the Kilmarnock defence looking daggers at the assistant referee on this side, who's Peter Pearce, and what a chance that was for Dundee to take the lead. Over the top from Strachan, arms up for offside, certainly looked it, and public enemy number 1 of the Kilmarnock defence, this man. Strachan, Adamchuk, nice exchange. Gavin Strachan's shot! Touched away by Marshall. Well, it could have been a glory day on his first start for Dundee. Struck this very well. It swerved off the outside of his foot as well. Good goalkeeping from Marshall. His dad had some good days with Dundee. That was always a great start for him. MacPherson got his head to the corner. Hacked away by Montgomery, back in from Adamchuk. Stephen Tweed chasing. Strachan again. Rayside's header. Cleared by Baker, only as far as Adamczyk. In from Grady. Disappointing ball into the box from a Dundee viewpoint. Willie Faulkner was waiting for it at the far post. Baker ahead of Mahood. Out comes Douglas. Montgomery. That's a foul after he'd lost the ball. Taken quickly by Grady for Adamczyk, trying to turn that into the stride of Smith. Adamczyk still has it. It's Grady. It's Hugh Robertson. It's a fine save by Gordon Marshall. That was really well hit. Heads are in hands on the Dundee side because this looked a homer from Robertson. He really caught the shot. And superb goalkeeping again from Marshall. Gary Holt putting the ball ahead of Alex Burke. He's pulled back by Rayside. Robbie Rayside is in big trouble here because that is his second yellow card, which adds up to a red. That was a cynical foul in any case. He was beaten here, missed the ball with his head. Alex Burke was in behind him. Rayside got a fistful of his strip to hold him back. And booked already. That meant he had to go. So down the Rugby Park tunnel goes Rayside. Dundee down to 10 men. And a chance, a golden chance missed by Ali McCoist. In from Durrant. McCoist wasn't picked up. The downward header held by Douglas. Baker. It's well played by McCutcheon. Well played as well by Stephen Tweed. Very strong in the tackle. Won it well. Adamczyk trying to find Faulkner with the header. Ray Montgomery read it. Now Ian Durrant. Can Kilmarnock win it right at the end? Martin Baker gets to the byline. The ball just won't go in for Kilmarnock. It was Ray Montgomery who was up in what is nosebleed territory for him. Scores very few goals. Well set up by the Baker run. No way through. In comes the corner kick. And another chance flies over the top. Again, it's the skipper doing his best. Now Robertson, Rogers. That's Burke on the move. Reacting to the shout from Martin Baker. Early ball in from Baker. Ian Durrant! And the Kilmarnock supporters, some of them thought that was in. Ian Durrant knew difference, but this was very close. Excellent strike on the half volley. I don't think Robert Douglas would have stood much of a chance had this been on target. Just wide, and frustratingly for Kilmarnock, it bounced back and hit the netting. Kevin McGowne is up as Kilmarnock look for a last gasp winner. But they won't find it because the full-time whistle has gone. 0-0. And the two goalkeepers are headline makers. A few superb stops from Gordon Marshall to deny Dundee, particularly in the second half. And another star man was the other goalkeeper, Robert Douglas. Some good goalkeeping from him as well to deny Kilmarnock. A goalless draw, but not a match short on exciting moments. Frustration for the Kilmarnock support, who were used to winning matches this season, the way things have gone for them. And Dundee will be happy to have got a point away from home after what's happened to them recently at Rugby Park. The final score, Kilmarnock 0, Dundee 0. Bobby, for you, a disappointing 0-0 draw, which means you're now 9 points behind Rangers.
Yeah, it's hard to catch Rangers. They've been away from home in the last 2 games and scored 8 goals. And they've got a different class of player there, I'm afraid. But no, credit to the guys. They battled away and we did create chances. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper was in top form and thankfully so was ours.
Jockey, after last weekend's cup defeat at Morton and a hammering from Rangers in the midweek, you must have been pleased with the way your team came back.
Yeah, I was very pleased at the commitment of the players. Their attitude and their work rate was excellent. But at the same time, I thought we played some good stuff in both halves of the game. It was great to come away without conceding a goal for a change. So hopefully we can build on that.
It's a sign of the times that the supporters were getting very frustrated in the second half because they're used to the team winning.
Yeah, we're all frustrated, but it's the best team we've had at this place for a long time, and we should get behind them. You know what I mean, they're a good bunch of boys, and they're trying their best. And unfortunately, on the day it never happened for us, and we know how frustrating it is for supporters, but that's where it becomes a wee bit unrealistic when we're expecting to beat teams every week, and it's not going to happen. We'll do our best. Dundee are a good team as well, and they're working hard for each other, and that showed today. And it's a credit to them. They deserve something again.
I don't know how long Gavin Strachan is going to be with you, but he looks a good acquisition because he passes the ball so well.
Yeah, he's comfortable on the ball, well composed, and as you say, he can pass the ball. He'll be a good asset for us. And he's here for 3 months, by the way.
Gordon, you're a busy man today. Some good saves.
Second half, yeah, probably a wee bit more to do. But we managed to keep our clean sheet at the back. It was a bit disappointing we didn't score at the other end. But Big Robert had a few good saves as well.
Gavin, it could have been a good day for the Strachans if that second half shot had gone in.
That's right, would have made it a good day all round, wouldn't it, with a 2-1 win, but a good save from the goalie at the end of the day, yeah.
It was a match that both teams had chances to win.
It was a good open game, really good open game. Probably at the end of the day we might have had better chances, like a couple of one-on-ones with the goalie, but players like Durrant and McCoist, you know, they're always going to create chances as well.
You're having a great season. You must feel that you're not too far away from the Scotland squad.
I don't know about that. As I say, we play as a solid unit at the back. I'm part of the unit, and the guys work very hard in front of us and make things easy for me. All I've got to do is make sure I'm on my toes when something does happen, and so far it's managed to work.
But you're available if Craig Brown wants to give you a call.
Always available, always available. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get a lot of nice things said about you. But the guys in front, they must take a lot of credit as well.
You're not as wild as your dad, because he gets a wee bit excited on the touchline. You seem quite calm in comparison.
That's right, I think I've got the other side. I'm the total opposite. I'm quite calm and laid back, so a different Strachan.
One in the family's enough, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Bit bigger than his dad as well. No goals, but certainly no shortage of incident. Entertaining enough match for a no-scoring draw. Gordon, you were there.
Yeah, it was edited down well as well, because there was plenty of goal-mouth incidents, and I think that all in all probably a draw was the right result, although Kilmarnock, I felt, edged it in terms of being in control for long periods of the game.
And they'll be disappointed, because they must feel if they're going to have any chance of catching Rangers, games like today's they had to win.
Yeah, it's a good point for Dundee, because they're a team who are obviously being dragged into the bottom area, so they'll just, every point is very welcome to them. But from Kilmarnock's point of view, they want to get 3 points each time. They've just seen Rangers strive away again today, and 1 point, although it's a home point, it's not really that good for them.
Yeah, John, your game's coming up in a moment, of course, but you've just seen the highlights there. Kilmarnock, good side actually, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a very good side. Very hard to break down, and we played them earlier on in the season. We were actually very lucky to come away with a 0-0 draw.
Let's take a look at some of the incidents then, Gordon, and Stephen Tweed will no doubt enjoy seeing this one again. Terrific piece of skill actually, and athleticism to clear this one off the line, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did well, because the ball was played in across to Ian Durrant. Lovely skill here. Durrant was at the heart of most of the good play. What a fantastic pass that is. And Gary McCutcheon there making his debut does well to scoop it out, because it gets stuck under his feet. But Stephen Tweed just made it a third brilliant piece of skill there, with the fact he got it away.
Yeah, great ball from Durrant though, John, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Ian Durrant's passing, since I've been up here, has been exceptional. As you see there, his weight of passing to the lad was brilliant. And as you say, great clearance.
Yeah. Interesting that the Scotland goalkeeping situation, as Rob said in the interview there, is quite interesting now then. We don't actually know who Craig Brown might be looking for his keepers for the next couple of qualifying matches, and the two keepers today both made a fair claim, didn't they?
Yeah, you've got Sullivan in goal, you've got Andy Gorham's back playing, but the two who played today were excellent, I thought. Number of good saves. Gary Holt there turns Brian Irvine, good save from Big Douglas. I mean, the fact is that, as I say, he's lost a few goals recently, and he lost 4 midweek. This is also a very good save. It doesn't look that difficult, but Alan McCoist has used the defender to curl that round near post. I thought McCoist was very sharp today.
This is good skill, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he was excellent. They're quickly firing a left foot shot. That might have taken a lot of keepers by surprise. But once again, Robert Douglas is down there and he's held it. I thought it was excellent. And there's James Grady fires in a shot. Gordon Marshall made his own mistake. It was a bad kick out, picked up. He's obviously injured. He wasn't taking goal kicks or set pieces. This is a really good save. That's Hugh Robertson fired him. That was definitely destined for the corner. And there's Gavin Strachan. That was a good piece of action from him. That was destined for the top corner. So I thought both keepers were excellent. And it's the same, when you get a 0-0 draw, you assume naturally that the goalkeepers have done pretty well. And today, I would say that was the case.
Yeah, you were nodding when we were talking about McCoist having done well, John. You know him of old, obviously, from your days at Ibrox, and he's still a very good penalty box striker, isn't he?
Of course he is. I think McCoist will be firing about in a wheelchair soon. But if he's in that box and that ball comes in there, you can bet your bottom dollar that Coist will finish. He's a great finisher, one of the best I've seen in my career.
Yeah, he's maybe lost that blinding pace that he once had, of course, hasn't he?
I don't think he had any blinding play.
But he still got the striker's instinct, obviously.
He has, of course. As I say, he's one of the best finishers I was lucky enough to come across in my career. Got a lot of admiration for Ali, I must admit.
Maybe one controversial incident. Well, the Kilmarnock fans thought that this should have been given offside, didn't they, Gordon? But I think we can prove that it was a good decision.
Yeah, it was one of the arm of the game as well, and I think it looks about 3 or 4 yards offside. Look at this. There's Gus MacPherson there, just sees too late that he's playing on James Grady, who's the furthest forward player there. He tries to step up, and as the ball's chipped on, you see the ball's knocked in there. James Grady gets a little head to himself, but it goes on to Willie Fulton, and then he gets in his way, and it's fired over. I mean, it's a bit of a comic cut situation here. I think James Grady should have left it. Willie Fulton are facing the goal, but Grady's in his way.
To be fair, I think Angus MacPherson made the initial mistake. He's done well to rectify that. Good defender. Come back there and got his leg in and blocked it.
That was a chance for Dundee towards the end, and then there were actually a series of good chances on either side. We've not been able to show all of them, but you maybe feel, Gordon, that the one which fell to Ali McCoist was maybe the best chance of the match.
Yeah, there was a few chances for both sides, and just after the ordering off to Ray's side, the ball was played in, and I felt Ali McCoist there. I think he knows himself. He should have done better. It's come in there, and he's taken the pace off it rather than getting a powerful header in.
As I said earlier, Ian Durrant, look at that, what a great cross. Good free kick. I think, to be fair to Coist, he's seen it late. Unlike him not to finish, that's for sure.
Yeah. Kilmarnock we've talked about many times. Dundee, wrong end of the table, but they showed enough spirit today that you certainly wouldn't write them off in terms of...
Well, I wouldn't write them off because we're going up to Dens Park next week to play them, so I don't want to get their humps up. But as I say, if they keep showing the fighting spirit that they showed today on the highlights, I think they'll be there or thereabouts.